It's the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly today down in Grand Haven, and I wanted to make sure that when we finally got into Grand Haven, it was for a great reason and a great cause, and I can't think of a better one than my dear friend Sandy Baker here, who is the founder of Gracious Grounds. You kind of oh, look at that smile. She's all innocent. Like, that's what she does. She's like, yeah, I know, I'm awesome. Gracious Grounds. Let's talk a little bit about Gracious Grounds. I've known you since the Big E days at Reese Puffer. Eric, your son, is he's Down syndrome. He made quite a splash in high school by showing that kids that are a little different aren't that much different. He did the announcements. He did all those kind of cool things. Tell me about Eric and how he's doing today.
Eric, I think, was an icon.
Yeah.
Up at Reese Puffer High School. He was their homecoming king his senior year, 2011. The student body really wrapped their arms around Eric and accepted him just as any other student, and that's the beauty of it.
It's the way it should be.
It's the way it should be.
You know, you and I are around kids with autism and Downs and things like that a lot. Right. But some people are still
fearful.
They're different. Mm-hmm. You know, they're a little different, and some people are a little afraid of that. Mm-hmm. That's not the case, though. No. They're really normal kids.
Correct.
Which is a big part of the push for this thing you've got going on,
That's
Gracious
correct.
Grounds.
That's correct.
Let's talk about this Gracious Grounds. Where'd the idea first come from?
Right here.
Well, that's where all great ideas start, but the inspiration. I'm
a retired special education teacher from Spring Lake, most of my career in Spring Lake, and then of course Eric is my inspiration.
Sure.
And then all the students I served in my classroom. So many of the people residing at Gracious Grounds are past students of mine.
Are they really?
Of the Tri-Cities area.
Sure.
So that's the catalyst for Gracious Grounds.
And the idea behind this is to give these young adults. I got to know them all when they were just kids.
Right.
Now they're young adults,
right.
And it's good to shift gears and give them that young adult experience. But a hand needs to still be there.
Correct.
So at Gracious Grounds, what do we find here?
So Gracious Grounds is a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 that offers housing opportunities for people with unique abilities.
Unique abilities, that's the one. I've forgotten that. It's been a while.
People with unique abilities, and most of us say people with disabilities, but I prefer to look at their gifts and talents and not their weaknesses. We all have weaknesses, and if a spotlight was put on our weaknesses every single day of the week, that'd be a difficult way to live. If everybody picked out Andy's weaknesses.
I see one of those right over there. It's cookies.
That's right.
I got a weakness already. That's how you set it up for on your way out the door. You get a couple of cookies at an interview. That's how. Right. These are great kids, and they deserve every opportunity that a young adult would get.
That's right.
So here at Gracious Grounds, they've got their own rooms. They've got common rooms. Mm-hmm. They've got a kitchen. They've got snacks. They've got everything that they need, plus a hand from somebody that can be here to kind of...
I think that's the uniqueness of Gracious Grounds. What we have to offer is comfortable, affordable living for the residents, but also that helping hand, that person that's there to just give a caring, compassionate reminder.
Sure.
And that's what we are.
And that's you still, or do you have somebody here now that's helping?
Andy, I lived here for the first 6 months and found a caring, wonderful couple that now resides here as the house parents. So I work a normal shift from 7 a.m. until the afternoon or early evening, and then the house parents come back after they've worked a full day and take over from dinner time throughout the evening.
That is awesome.
It is.
Did you expect to find something like this? I mean, talk about the process of finding a building like this that's so unique for these kids and young adults. Did you expect to find something like this?
You know, Andy, I was looking all along the lakeshore for a property that would accommodate multiple people in a very individual setting. So multiple bedrooms, multiple bathrooms. That's kind of hard to find.
Sure.
So I was looking at churches that had shut down, schools that had shut down, something that I could make into this dream that we had as a board of directors and whatnot. This property used to be North Ottawa Hospital's hospice care home.
Okay.
It was built for hospice care.
Okay.
So each bedroom has their own private bathroom inside each bedroom, much like a hotel suite.
Sure.
We actually bought it from Love, Love in the Name of Christ at that time, Love in Action, now presently down here in Grand Haven, where they have a program that houses men, women, and children that find themselves, for one reason or another, homeless.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying it actually from Love.
Okay.
The home is probably about 7,000 square feet.
Big.
It's huge. It has 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms. like you said, a kitchen and a TV area and a beautifully finished basement. We are in the center of Grand Haven, just off of Beacon. So local businesses surround us, and that's what we're looking for, to be in the hub of the town that we land in.
Putting this all together, you had to have some pretty spectacular people step up and say, yeah, we want to help you make this happen. Who were some of the key players?
You know what? I have a wonderful board of directors, first and foremost. These are business leaders in this community, so they stepped up to the plate and volunteered their time. But the businesses in this area, Spring Lake area, Tri-Cities area, really have stepped up and supported Gracious Grounds. They wrap their arms around us, they take care of us, they watch out for us.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of a small community.
Yeah, well, we've
Like
got good ones all
Right.
around here. Yeah.
So now we're getting phone calls from Fremont. A group of parents in Fremont has contacted Gracious Grounds, and a group of parents down in Holland. I think you're going to either see us be just a mentorship to different communities
Yep.
to acquire something like we've created here, or maybe even to develop something down the road.
Leader. You're a leader. Did you ever fancy yourself in this kind of thing? I mean, because
You know
let's face
what?
it, you did special education. You got a passion for kids with their special needs. You, what's the word? Special abilities? Unique
abilities.
Bad. Did you ever fancy yourself in a role like this? Honestly.
Honestly, it's hard to say, Andy. It's hard to say. I've
Yeah.
always been an advocate for people with unique abilities, always. So it comes pretty naturally to me.
Yeah.
So
This is a lot bigger though than being just an advocate. I mean, you're
think of
setting an example for other communities to follow, and you've done some remarkable things. I mean, don't blush and try and tell me to shut
humble.
up.
I'm humble.
You're humble, and that's
I
a
am.
great way to be. But
I am.
you've really started something here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It takes a person like you to tell me that,
Yeah.
because on a day-to-day basis, we just do what we do
That's it.
for the love of the people we serve.
Sure.
Yeah.
Benefit coming up.
Yes.
Big one.
Yes.
Spring Lake Country Club.
Yes.
I was there last year. I can't make it this year, and I don't want to say that it was a barring of me from the Spring Lake Country. That's good. Talk about your benefit Thursday.
Next Thursday night, starting at 5:45, Spring Lake Country Club.
Beautiful place.
It's a beautiful venue,
Yeah.
and it is. It's going to be our place, hopefully, for a long, long time. But very short, quick fundraising opportunity for Gracious Grounds. We have more people this year than we've ever had.
Really
In fact, capacity is 350 at the
Yeah.
Spring Lake Country Club, and we're bumping into it presently.
nice.
So
So tickets maybe if you want them.
Seats are $30. That merely pays for your wonderful meal at the Spring Lake Country Club. And sure, if you contact me today, you could possibly get a seat. Next week, I think, will be at capacity,
That's
which
what
is
you want.
a wonderful thing to
That's
say.
a great thing.
That's right.
Talk about the benefit. You'll have the dinner.
Yes.
Spring Lake Country Club does
Yes.
great food. I loved it
Yes.
last year. Some other auction items and stuff.
There'll be information from myself. There'll be baskets that we're actually just raffling, so you can just pick a basket and say, I really would like that one, and put
That's
your
cool.
raffle ticket in. And then the most touching part of the evening are the actual residents
Yeah.
who stand up and give their heartfelt message to the audience.
Sure.
And at that time, I tell you, Andy, I look out in the audience, and there isn't usually a dry eye in that audience.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's
quite
anybody.
touching. Yeah.
And it's an emotional experience. It's fun, and it's great to see, these young adults taking that leadership role and saying, "Look at what I'm doing."
That's right.
It's important.
That's right.
Website?
Website
www. We'll put a link here. Don't worry about that.
graciousgrounds.org.
Donations. How do people go
Facebook
about if they want to help your cause?
Website. Go to the website
Yeah.
and you'll see an opportunity there. Contact me. Please come for a tour. Please come for a visit.
Yeah.
It's well worth your while to come down and feel this and walk it and see what we're doing.
Yep.
Other than giving to a nonprofit organization that you don't ever see.
Yeah.
Please come down and visit and spread the word.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Gracious Grounds is in Grand Haven. It is really, really. I mean, you've started a ball rolling on a miracle here. There's no other way to look at it. And she tries to play it down, but that's a leader right there, folks. Gracious Grounds. All the links are right here. Make sure if you can get out to that event Thursday, get your tickets while you can. Sandy, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Gracious Grounds. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.